Good afternoon to those who listen. It is February 5th, 2026, 3:29 p.m. And here's some more possible Bible changes and some grammar, bad grammar in some books in some chapters of the Bible. We got changes in 2 Corinthians 10, Isaiah 40, Revelation 17, Psalm. So we got Psalm 42, Psalm 55, and Psalm 71. So for 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1, who in presence am base among you? Maybe that's a grammar one. It should be maybe orange. Over here in verse 11, let such an one. That's definitely bad grammar. And look at also how there's these really weird spaces in between. Makes me think that they're going to put something in between these spaces or something in the future. Oh, verse 9, that I may not seem as I would terrify you by letters. Jumping over to Isaiah chapter 40, verse 2, speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished. And we go down to verse 6. The voice said, cry, and he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass. Verse 7, the grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the Spirit of the Lord bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. It could be a change, and it's also bad grammar, so I got some orange in there too, because surely the people is grass. It should be our grass if it's to be grammatically correct. Here's another grammar one, verse 10, still Isaiah 40, verse 10. Behold, the Lord God will come with strong hand, with a strong hand, you would think. Down in verse 15, listen to this one. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, not a drop in the bucket. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket. Just a couple I noticed in chapter 17. I've done this one before. Verse 1, Revelation 17:1, and there came out of the seven angels which had the seven vials. I believe it used to be bowls. And I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, used to be harlot. And then, there's just the same word there in the rest of the chapter, Revelation 17. Psalm 42, verse 1, as the hart panteth after the water brooks. At first I thought it was hart, Heart, but I realized it's the deer, the adult male deer. I think it's a red deer even. So I realized, maybe I didn't, but it's still a change no matter what, because it used to say as the deer panteth. And then over Psalm 42, verse 9, some grammar things in here. I will say unto God, my rock. I guess it's supposed to be in my rock, should be in quotations. Why hast thou forgotten me? The next word why should be capitalized. And in verse 4, I went with them to the house of God with the voice of joy and praise, with a multitude that kept holy day. Holy day should be separated. It should not be one word. And over in Psalm 55, verse 4, my heart is sore pained. That might be wrong too. Sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Verse 5, fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. And over in Psalm 71, verse 6, some grammar. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Holden up. And then, thou art he who took me out of my mother's bowels. I wouldn't want to come out of someone's bowels. Coming out the wrong end there. And over in verse 18, Now also when I am old and gray-headed. I don't know. It's just crazy, all these changes. And verse 20, thou which hast shown me great and sore troubles. That don't sound right either. That could be orange, maybe for this one at least, for grammar part. And that is all for today for the Bible changes. Thanks for watching and reading along here with me with these changes. God bless.